Hi, my name is Sam and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be digging up, repotting and making the first preparations for hopefully turning this Forsythia stump into a bonsai. So we've cleared back the debris. Now we're just cutting around the stump, around a foot from the main base of the tree, going as far in as we can with a spade. Obviously we'll complete a circle all the way around. Having cut round the tree, we're now working away from it, trying to gain access, kind of undermining it in a way. Trying to find any larger roots that might be hiding down there and anchoring the tree in. So without forcing the tree, a little wobble on it can just kind of reveal where the final anchors might be holding it. So the tree is now moving pretty freely and we're just cutting through those final roots, ready to remove it. Right, before lifting the tree out of where we've dug it from, we're going to now reduce the amount of soil and debris around the root mass to avoid any further damage to the finer roots. As you can see here, I just like to use a simple stick just to reduce some of the soil before we move the tree again. No special tools are required for this. Just, like I say, carefully tease off some of that soil. You don't want to be lifting it up and snagging those roots. So here we're just pruning the larger roots so we can fit it into a pot. Obviously, you do want to, I guess, try and take these back as far as you dare the first time, so coming back to it. We'll be packing moss around the cuts as well and hopefully encourage some more rooting. But it won't be the end of the world if some of these bigger ones, especially down here, don't survive. Just these what we've got of the fine ones we need to preserve really. This time around, but you don't have to rush it, and do it all in one go. So to cut the roots, we just use an old pruning saw, nothing special. You don't want to use your best saw for that. 'cause obviously it comes in contact with the soil and grit, so it will, you know, blunt it eventually. But it's still doing a good job of tidying that up. For the potting soil, you know, it's getting a bit late in the day and we've got what we've got, but we've got some old compost there, you know, a bit of the garden soil we've got, it's very good. I always do well with that, to be fair. And we've got some grit on the moss there, so I'll show you what we're going to roughly use in there. Get as much grit and sand as you can in. Probably not everyone's recipe for the perfect mix, but I found this works rather well for myself. Last year I collected a lot of stumps and I only lost one, which I kind of expected to because that was a bit of a digging error. So if you can get it about 50-50 with the grit and sand, it will just stop it becoming waterlogged. We'll try this pot out the size. I'd say that's probably okay. Yep, I think we should just about get away with that. So for good measure again, we're going to put some crocks in the bottom. Just to aid the drainage. The mix we're using is very well drained anyway, but put some effort into getting this, so we might as well carry on. There's a nice layer of those at the bottom, and we'll get some of the compost. It's always best, because we had to hose those roots off a bit, because they were clayey on the bottom and I didn't want to damage the roots any further with a stick there, and it's getting very late in the day, so we had to kind of speed things up a little. So it'd be best again to mound in the middle a little bit, to be sure that we come in contact with the bottom of the tree. Now this pot is borderline too small for this tree, but for now we'll put it in there, and if it survives then we'll pot it up immediately next year and maybe work on the roots a little bit further. So I can feel that has contacted the bottom of that mound that I put in there, so there should be very little voids underneath the tree. So all we have to concentrate on is around the tree now. It's sitting quite nice in there. I was going to pack that larger wound with some moss as well, just to help it. I've got a bit of sphagnum moss here. It's coming to the end of its kind of life. If we can get a little bit around there. Anywhere you've made a large cut on the root, if you pack a little bit of that around there, it does seem to just aid its recovery and help you get some new roots from it before it dies off too far. That we probably won't be able to. We'll have a look towards the end. There was only one really big root that we actually had to cut at the top. The rest were all at the bottom, so that's fairly good. A little tamp down. And then we can backfill now with some soil. I'm just taking care to tuck out any of these finer roots that may become part of the root flare away now, so they don't harden up and then we won't have to wire them around or do anything silly afterwards. It will all be done now. And you see that looks quite nice and the bees going down. Further into the pot. That's good there. I find if you add it gradually, not just dump it all in there in one go and kind of shake it in, you'll get a lot of them voids in without having to sit there poking around so much. So there we have it, just potted it up. From digging up and into the pot, it's probably took us best part of just an hour and a half. As you can see, the light kind of ran out on us, so that's the best we can do for today. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful, and I hope it inspires you to have a go. Keep an eye out for my next video.